we'll go over the different types of services we provide, not just the wellness program, but also additional items that could help you with your internal wellness initiatives for your employees. So we're going to do a thorough walkthrough of the Sonic Boom Health Portal, and then we'll review the following services. I'm going to turn my camera off here. Okay. So I know a good amount of you on the call are familiar with our wellness program, but for those who are not, we have individual incentives for the employees as well as their covered spouse. So what that means is it's any employee that has enrolled in a WCIF medical plan and they're covering their spouse or domestic partner under that plan. And so they have 3 different awards available to them. So they can each earn up to $75. And those come in $25 increments. So what's important to note is also the employer reward as well. So if at least 40% of just your employees earn their first reward, so the $25, that will provide an approximate 4% medical premium discount on your monthly bill beginning in 25. So if you reach that 40% employee engagement, the employees are earning their first $25, you will receive an approximate 4% premium reduction on your monthly bill in 25. And if anyone has any questions throughout the presentation, please ask, interrupt. This is a casual open floor here. So the next slide shows just an example of what our different engagement periods look like. So within our wellness program, there's 3 different engagement periods throughout the year. Each one is tied to the season a little bit, but it also has some topics of awareness. And we like to include those topics of awareness into the types of webinars that we do. In a little bit, I'm going to show you our 2024 wellness activities schedule for the year. And you can see what those look like. But just to give you an idea, you have various types of activities available in each engagement period. And I'm going to go through those through the portal rather than going through them on this sheet, because that really doesn't show you much. But what's important to note that once an engagement period has ended, your points roll over. So let's say you didn't earn the 25, you earned 24, that rolls over into the next engagement period, but you cannot go back into the prior engagement period. We also have these annual opportunities to the right. So these are opportunities that your employees can complete anytime throughout the year. They're always available to them. It's especially important if you, let's say you have a new hire towards the end of our program timeline, that still gives them enough time to earn at least their $25 reward. So what those are is the health quality assessment. I'll show you where to find that in the portal. If they have a provider visit, so anything considered preventive through their provider. Just a couple examples. These are not great examples, but colonoscopy, mammogram, your annual checkup, those all count as a provider visit. Then there's a dental visit and vision visit. So they can earn points for that. Okay, so now I want to go to our website first, because I want to walk you through on how you can get to our health portal without going directly to the website, because it's important to note that WCIF has a specific link to Sonic Boom. So if your employees try to go to Sonic Boom directly, they're going to be asked a bunch of questions that are confusing and they're not going to be able to get access. So they have to use the one that's specific to WCIF. So we are on the home page of our website and click the little menu bar here You'll find Live Well at WCIF. So you have the Sonic Boom login here to go directly to the health portal. You also have some information about our program and the types of services we provide. Then you have these two employee and employer portals. So for the employees, I recommend that if you're doing any training with the employees, uh, direct them to our website, because that's where you will find all the communications and the forms um, related to our program. So you see you have the Live Well program overview. So that's just the employee flyer, tells the employees a little bit about the program and how they can get registered. We also have a Live Well FAQ. So that has all the nitty gritty bits and pieces of our program to answer all your questions. We have a new user guide. This is a good piece to put into like a new hire packet. Some compatible devices. You do have an option to connect a Fit device to Sonic Boom. So like a Fitbit or a Samsung Watch or whatever it may be. Um, there is compatible devices there. How to get access to our mobile app. One thing I'll point out there is you have to go directly to our health portal first and create your account. You will not be able to access your account through the mobile app until you do that first. So once you do register online, you can download the mobile app and then you'll be able to access basically anything within your health portal. And then we have some information on our Tango Card employee flyer here. It's just general questions relating to the types of rewards, how the employees are going to get their rewards, and what that all looks like. And I'll explain more about that in a moment here. Let me go back to our main page, Live Well at WCIF. So you also have this employer portal. So this is where you are going to find that activity schedule that I was referencing. You can see everything that we are doing for 2024. We are already in our first engagement period, so boost your brain and heart, sorry. You can find all of our webinars on here, any upcoming contests. We have our first featured contest of the year that registration is open now for. That begins on the 26th of this month. So that focuses on heart health. Then you can see when our newsletters are coming out. Let's see, anything else here? You can see the other engagement periods that are coming and additional information like important deadlines and whatnot. So I would encourage you all to take some time to check that out. Okay. Let's see. And then you can also find all of our other resources, which I'll go into more detail. I'm going to talk about our Wellness Champion program, the types of contests we have. We'll touch a little bit on the grant program, our newsletters, and so on. Okay. Right, so I'm going to switch over here and we're going to go to Sonic Boom. So this is the demo account that is available to all of you, and this will be at the back of this presentation, our contact information and the demo account information. I'll send that out to you all along with the meeting recording and the slide deck from the presentation so you can share it with your employees. So I've logged into the demo account, and the first thing that pops up is a reminder to sign up for our first contest of the year, Heart and Soul. And then going down, there are, we call these our tiles, or we had another word for it, but I don't think we're using it anymore. So never mind. These are important tiles. So you can find like video tutorials. There is talks about our mobile app. You can, and then other activities that are really all on the home page of your portal, but also within these tabs here. So I want to go to our reward section and show you what those different engagement periods look like. So you have our annual activities here that I mentioned that are available throughout the entire year. A lot of these, or some of these are attestations. So like your provider visit that I was talking about earlier, you just put in the date and the provider name. Same with the eye care visit and the dental care visit. And then the health assessment, which now we are calling what are they calling it now? They just changed it. So I'm like deprogramming my brain. Health risk intervention. So how you find that is I'm going to go back here. You go to My Health, and then you can start it here. And we're going to say, okay, we're going to get started. And this takes roughly 10 to 15 minutes to complete. You just agree to their terms and conditions, and then you start the health assessment. So one thing that is important to note, there are some changes within the health assessment that you'll notice if you participated last year. This is just more holistic type questions. So it's not just questions relating to your medical history. It also pertains to, stress in your life, your sleep habits, nutrition, physical activity, mental health, well-being. It's pretty well-rounded. So you'll notice that it's not as general as it was last year. So once you complete that, you should receive your points automatically in the rewards section. And you can also connect a device here. Order a device, that's a new one. I'll have to check that out. So apparently you can order a device. Okay, let me go back here. All right, now we'll go into our different engagement periods. So we're in the Boost Your Brain and Heart. And there's a lot of different activities that can be completed through here. And I'm just going to touch on a couple of those. So one being our WCIF feature contest. So these contests, we have 3 that are going on throughout the year. All of your employees can participate. So not just the ones that are enrolled in our medical plan. So we have, Sonic Boom participants, they can log their activity online. And non-Sonic Boom participants can do it via paper tracker. And we will, and I'll say, even if you have employees who don't want to do it through Sonic Boom, we will still tabulate their information via the paper tracker and make sure that they get the points awarded manually to them. Okay, so then there's Catch Someone Being Healthy. I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit here. The Academy courses, we have a lot of great Academy courses available. This top tab here, you can view all the different types of Academy courses that we have available. There's ones in regards to sleep, there's physical activity, there's financial type Academy courses, and so on. So what I will say is these Academy courses, they don't take very long to complete. There's a little bit of content that you read, and then there's a couple of questions that you answer. And once you get those questions right, it's usually like 2 questions, you'll get points for this activity. And it's 3 points once you complete an Academy course. So going back to rewards, back into our campaign. Okay, another one is you have goals. You have different goals that you can track. So if you enter a goal at least 10 days throughout the program engagement period, you can earn 5 points for that. This is what it looks like. So you can track your hydration, you can track your weight, you can track your servings of veggies and your mood. I know that Sonic Boom is continually adding different types of goals here. So I'm sure next year we'll see some new ones, but this is what we have at the moment. And then you can also do a custom goal if you like. So that's a nice option as well. Okay. All right, another activity is check out your EAP. So whether, let's say you have an EAP orientation presentation for one of our carrier reps, your employees can record that they attended one here. It's just the date that they enter. Or let's say if WCIF hosts one as a webinar, they can get credit for that as well. If any of you are interested in looking into having one of our EAP reps come out to your group and present to you all the services available through them, we are happy to coordinate that. Just let me know. And it's also a popular item with wellness grants. People like to do it in like a lunch and learn type setting. So using grant funds to purchase like healthy lunch, and then they can listen to the presenter. And then we have some other types of activities. They're all attestation that are tied to the topic, the engagement period. So this will be tied to your brain and heart health. There's some meaning, you'll see a couple of these. I won't go through all of them, but this one is take a moment to pause and reduce the noise in life, engage in an activity for you, and practice a little self-care. So if you do that activity, enter the completion date, submit, you get the points automatically. Meaningful activity, this is where you would sync your Fit device. I've heard from some people it's easy. I've heard from others it's kind of tricky to sync because you have to have a separate app from the app you already have that probably automatically tracks your steps. But my ask has been to Sonic Boom to add a manual goal tracker for tracking steps. So hopefully that comes next year. That would be very helpful. But in the meantime, you're only able to track your steps with the Fit device. Okay, WCIF webinar. This is a new activity we've added this year because we do have a couple activities throughout the year that is more topic of awareness that is tied to our engagement periods. And you'll see those if you look back to the wellness activity schedule. This is open to everyone. So not just the human resource professionals have access to it, so do your employees. So I would encourage them to attend on a topic of awareness, and they can earn credit for that. Okay, so these are all the other Contest Crusader Challenge Champion. Okay, these other ones, I'm just going to show you what they are, and you can find these other activities on the home page. So if we scroll down, we have those tiles there. So one of the activities is the daily challenge. And all you do is you click on today's challenge, you rate the article. So read the article, rate the article, the challenge. You can add a comment and submit. You can add a photo too. And then you just mark it as complete and you earn credit for that. And then we have the Katya activity. I'm going to click on here. Let's say I'm going to catch, let's see, my coworker, Shauna Zuzi Cobb. So I'm be like, hey, you're eating a nice healthy salad today. I want to award you some points. So I'm going to catch you. So I'm with Shauna in there. There's Shauna's name that comes up. Oh, it didn't come up. Shauna. Huh, weird. It's not. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to click on Shauna. Be like, hey, healthy choice, add a reason. Great job eating salads for lunch. Yay. And I'm going to actually send this to her. So post. Okay, so if Shauna accepts my, that I caught her making a healthy choice, she gets a point for that. If she doesn't accept it, then she doesn't get a point. But as you can see, you can just say a comment of how you caught the mean healthy, or you can also you can take a picture of them, and that can be shared onto the social part of our website, which is down here. So any caught you type things or daily challenge type things, will be shown here. And these are all participants with underneath the WCIF umbrella. So you can support each other, which is nice. You can like what they put on here. You can comment on there, just saying great job. It's a good place to encourage others. Okay. So that, let's see, contests. Yeah, let's go into the contest tab. This is where you will find our featured contest that will be beginning next Monday. So if you haven't signed up for that, I would encourage you to. And also, um, we'll be sending out another email on the 26th just to remind you, hey, sign up for the contest. Please push this out to your employees so they can sign up as well. You just click here, join contest. You can read about the contest, what it's about. I'm just going to say join, choose my identity. Let's do Demo Dan, like that guy, and go to contests. So now I could see that I have the contest under my contest. But under this contest tab, you can also create your own contest. So we're going to try that here, new contest. So let's say I want to do like a water drinking challenge and I want to get points for that. So let's see. First to the goal, let's do that. Continue. And then you can decide how you want to set it up. Are you going to be using your Fit device for this? How many times you drink water? I'll probably, or did you drink water today? That's a question, yes or no question. That's easy. So I'll do continue there. Did you, let's see, custom. Click in here. Drink water today. Okay. And I think we can go there. When should it start? I'm just going to say tomorrow. And then you can upload a photo, but I'll just choose one of these. And Demo Dan is participating. Oop, did I miss something? Yep, custom goal. I'm just gonna put, we'll say 8 glasses a day. Continue. And then you can review your contest. Confirm. Okay. And now I can invite other people within my organization to participate. So if you're going to do a group challenge, this is a great tool because you're not only participating in it internally, but you're also getting points through Sonic Boom. So you can just search for them and add them here. Okay. I'm going to go back to rewards. So the other thing I wanted to show you is you can also see your rewards points. So Demo Dan hasn't earned any points yet, but this is where you would see those. And then you would see all your activity here. So depending on what activities we complete, you'll see it here. And these are kind of confusing for how they're labeled, but really it's just 3 different $25 gift cards. And it tells you how many points you're away from earning the next card. Okay. So now I'm just going to pause and see if there are any questions. Okay, no questions. Everyone's following along pretty good. Okay. Right. Go back over here. So for the wellness program, we talked about eligibility, the rewards points. So those are, so once you finish an activity through Sonic Boom, the points are awarded automatically upon completion, with the exception of our WCIF sponsored contests. I say it takes roughly 1 to 2 weeks before you'll see points for that within the portal, because we do have that manual component of the paper trackers there. It takes a little bit of work on our end until we can get everything uploaded. Rewards delivery. So once you earn your first $25 reward, the member will receive an email from Tango. Tango is our electronic gift card vendor. And I say that takes roughly 2 weeks as well, until the employee will receive their reward. One thing important to note, that in the beginning of the year, I'm sorry, I just got a call and that distracted me. Turn that off. So the beginning of the year, I'd say in January, those rewards will most likely be sent to the completer, the member completer at the end of the month. I believe they do a monthly batch at that time because there's not a lot of activity in the first month. But once we get into the second month, those batches will start to go out more frequently. So like every 2 weeks, and then it'll be every week. So that's why I say roughly 2 weeks generally for the program time period, but the first month of the program might take a little bit longer. And then the program timeline, we have available now through October 31st. So January to October 31st is how long the employees have to earn their rewards. So quite a bit of time to do so. And I would strongly advise, the sooner the better that you promote the portal. One, so the employees don't miss out on the individual engagement periods, but also so the employees are not trying to do everything at the last minute. Okay, so I'm sure some of you may have attended the Wellness Grant webinar that I put on last month, and we do have a recording of that. Shauna and I will be posting those to our website at some point, but if you would like the webinar that walks you thoroughly through the grant program, let me know. I'll send it to you so you can check that out. We can also have a conversation together over it if it's your first time and you want some assistance with kind of putting different activities together. Let me know. I'd love to meet with you. And then eligibility for the Wellness Grant Program, you have to be a medical participating group. And the application timeline for that is now through April 30th. So still have some time to apply if you are interested. The other service we provide is our WCIF contests. Already went over that quite a bit, so I don't think we need to do much there. But one thing I will share with you is we use loop and tie for our prizes. We raffle off $50 loop and tie prizes. And if you're not familiar with loop and tie, it is a great online store that you decide what amount you want to give someone, and they get an email with a personal note saying, hey, congratulations, or whatever the activity is. And then they get to choose their own gift, and it's all wellness related, self-care type items. It's really cool. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback on that. So if you're interested, I would encourage you to check out Loop and Tie. They also have a great dashboard. It shows you who you sent out the emails to, if they opened the emails, if they selected their item, what item they selected, and when it ships. Because sometimes those emails are missed, so you can resend it out again to make sure that they're not missing out on their prize. Okay, our For Your Benefit newsletter. So those come out quarterly, so you'll get them 4 times a year. I'm just going to go back to our website. I want to show you where those are. Okay. So like we'll go to the employer tab. Okay, so here's all of our newsletters. And we have years and years of them here. This is a great resource for you if let's say you are planning to submit a wellness grant application. Maybe you want some ideas for types of activities you can do. These newsletters have a wealth of information. They're just a great resource. So I would encourage you to check those out. See, and I think we have our next one coming out in March, so you'll see our spring newsletter soon. Okay. Our Wellness Champion program. So this is a program that I feel is a little underutilized, but it's a great program of recognition. So we at WCIF, we want to recognize your wellness champion. So these are the employees that maybe they're on your wellness committee, if you have a wellness committee, and they're the ones who are, they're not only promoting the WCIF wellness programs through Sonic Boom, but they're also promoting your internal activities, and as well as having a hand in encouraging employees just to participate. And so we want to recognize them and just say, hey, we appreciate you. Keep doing the good job that you're doing. And what that looks like is, so in October, we'll send out an email to elect your wellness champions, and they will get a personal letter from me with a little something from you that says, hey, we nominated you because dot dot dot, so on and so on. And then they'll get a prize, and we've been using Loop and Tie for those prizes. So that will be, yeah, so the end of the year, you'll get that. If you're a county, you have different departments, you can elect more than one wellness champion. And if you don't have different departments, you can still send those elections my way. More time than not, say, yeah, let's recognize all these people. Depending on what's in the budget, but they don't know that they're getting elected, which is a great one. So it's a surprise. They just get the email from me, and it's a feel good thing. And it's also to encourage them to continue being a champion for their internal wellness initiatives with your employees. But also, our thing is, we're hoping if this employee gets recognized, maybe they'll talk about it, maybe they'll get other people to come on board to assist with your wellness activities, and just kind of spread around and be like, oh, how do I become a wellness champion? How do I get a cool gift? So that was our thought behind it. We already looked at wellness resources here, but we do have additional resources, our Live Well blog spot. So I'm going to pull that up. Oops. Okay, I have to minimize this because I can't see my tabs. All right, there we go. All right, so this is our Live Well blog spot, and you can find blogs here from myself. I'm sure Shauna will have something to put in here at some point. We haven't put a lot, but it's still some good reads. Either it's an inspiration or it's some type of awareness. So like we did a blog on Labor Day, and for a lot of people, Labor Day is the end of summer. Kids are going back to school. It's our last little vacation for a while. But what is the actual purpose of Labor Day? How did it start? So really more awareness on what Labor Day actually is. You can view blogs here. We also have featured recipes. We have seasonal recipes and featured recipes. So the seasonal recipes, we tie these to our newsletter. So if you'll notice, our next newsletter comes out in spring. You'll see the spring up on top here. And then you'll see the recipe that we feature here. And we like to put in the benefits of whatever, what's the showcase item within the recipe. So this one's artichokes. And then you can scroll down, and then you have the recipe to make them. We also have featured recipes. So this is something that Shauna and I haven't had the opportunity to promote just yet, but putting that out there, if you have employees, like let's say you do through one of your wellness grants, you do like a cookbook, or you have like a recipe competition or something. Maybe the winner of that challenge doesn't just get something from your group, but they're also featured on the WCIF Live Well blog spot. So that's an option. So this recipe here is Shauna's, her cabbage rolls with sweet chili sauce. And here too, health benefits of cabbage. And then the recipe, you can find that below. Okay, next on here we have our news and alerts. So outside of just our newsletter, there's additional information here. These are good topics. So like February, National Children's Dental Health Month, there's a great article here. Different types of activities to do in the winter, indoors or outdoors, and then healthy habits for the winter. So these are generally tied to the season as well, just like our newsletter. And then we house our newsletters here as well, outside of just the WCIF.net website. So you can find them here, just the past couple of years we've shared. So you won't find all of them like you would through our website, but at least the past 2 years, you could find them here. Okay, and then contact. So if you or any of your employees have tips they'd like to share, wellness related tips, or if they want to feature their recipe or any other questions, they can contact oh my goodness, I cannot talk. They can contact us through here. And that email goes directly to Shauna and myself, wellness@wcif.net. Oh, I think I got a chat here. Okay. Does the Wellness Champion gift come out of our wellness grant funds? Do we need to report this on a reimbursement if we nominate committee members? The wellness, good question, Jessica. So the Wellness Champion gift or reward, I like to call it, that comes directly from WCIF, but we do have another group that will piggyback on that and they'll do their own reward through their grant program. And so it's not just WCIF recognizing them, it's also the employer. And they tie that to like a all staff day and they give out the rewards during that time. Good question, Jessica. Any other questions on the Wellness Champion program? Okay. All right. Let me go back over here. All right, so that was our Live Well blog spot. Just some important reminders. So again, the Wellness Grant Program deadline is April 30th. If you have not had a grant before and you're interested to learn more, I have the webinar available for you, but I also would love to meet with you in person so we can chat more about that. So just let me know if you're interested in a meeting. Our wellness program deadline, you have until October 31st, so quite a bit of time to get the employees engaged. As a reminder, the earlier you engage, the better, because it not only counts towards your group reward, it's also good as for the individual, so the participant, because we do want to create some habit change. And then Wellness Champion elections, those are November 30th. Once I receive all the elections, I usually send out the prizes the first week of December. And then Wellness Grant Program use of grant funds and requests for reimbursement. So this is different. We changed this last year, but I just want to give a reminder. So anyone who is approved for a wellness grant, they have until November 30th of this year to submit any reimbursement forms. It doesn't mean that you can't have wellness activities in December, but if you do, you have to purchase all your items before December and submit your reimbursement by this deadline. And you can submit those reimbursements as you go, as you purchase items, as you complete an activity, or you can do it all at the end of the year. Okay. And then just some program support information. So you have the general wellness program information for your employees is this 1-800 number, the wellness@wcif.net, and then our website. For Sonic Boom technical supports, that is a separate contact information. So if any of your employees are having issues registering on the portal, having difficulty syncing a Fit device, or let's say they complete an activity and they're like, I swear I completed this, but the points aren't showing up, they'll need to contact Sonic Boom technical support. And then for all other inquiries, this is primarily for you guys, but you can send the employees our way as well. You have my contact information as well as Shauna Zuzi Cobb's. And then here is that demo account information through Sonic Boom that you can use for training purposes. Not all of us want to use our personal health portal to train employees, so the demo account is a good option for you. Okay, so that is really all I have to review. Is there any questions? All right, no questions. So I hope I've done my job well. Well, thank you everyone for attending the webinar. Like I said, I will send out the slide deck as well as the recording, and that should come out before the end of the week. So I hope you all have a great rest of your week and weekend. We'll talk started. Okay. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. Uh, so looks like we've got some new people on our webinar today that I am not familiar with, but I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Janae Cargill, and here I am. I'm the Wellness Director and Employee Liaison at WCIF, and today I want to review our 2024 wellness program. So we